I bought a batch of these connectors off of eBay, and I wasn't sure what to expect. I figured they were going to be a little difficult to work with because they're male on both sides, and other than, you know, either cutting through the edge of the shell, you know, with a hacksaw, and then, you know, breaking the shell off, or you know, or maybe taking a pin punch and trying to punch in between, break out the plastic. I wasn't sure how I was going to deal with these once I got them, but I had an inspiration. You know, if I could use the arbor press and get enough force on it, I could push that out, but I didn't want to, you know, flatten all the pins in the process. So what I did was I tried using a quarter first, and you know, to kind of spread out the force. And that was a little too big. I couldn't get enough force on it to break it out, so I went with a nickel instead. I did one yesterday and it worked really well. So I'm going to try it again today, and maybe we'll see what happens. But basically, I just put that in there, and then took a pin punch. This is cheapy from Harbor Freight, and I actually used it backward, you know, with the big end down, and popped this out with the arbor press. So I'm going to turn the camera off for a minute and go do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to give this a try. This is not where I normally work, although it's a little more solid desk, so maybe it'll actually be a good thing. But I've got my my nickel in there, and I've got the pin punch lined up to press down on the nickel, and we're going to give it a shot here and see what happens. There we go. I can't believe how easy that one fell out. I had to put about 4 grunts on it yesterday, but are we in frame? Wow. You can see what I'm doing here. Oh, jeez. Anyway, that's what we did, is we knocked out that whole piece. That's not usually the way they come out. That came out very easily. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab another one and try it and show you how they more likely work. Alright, let's see if I can get this in frame. Okay, I'm back again. I got another one. This one's not been tampered with yet. So we're going to give it a shot, do the same thing, and see what happens. Maybe this is just my lucky day, I don't know. I actually totally deformed the nickel yesterday when I did this. I'll get it more or less centered. Pin punch on there. Get lined up. More or less vertical. Make sure I'm in frame here. And let's give it a shot. Okay. It actually worked pretty easily still, but I'm going to show you what it did, because this is more like what I got yesterday. Where is it? Okay. Now what it's done is it's pushed part of the pins out. You can see the nickels drop below the surface of some of the other pins there. So I'm going to go ahead and pop it the rest of the way. But this is kind of what I was getting yesterday, and I'm thinking now maybe it's because my desk had so much give, but it was a whole lot easier or harder before, and it's actually working very well today. Okay, so we should be back in frame. Looks like we are. Pop it again. A little harder. Okay, let's knock it out the rest of the way. So, this is more like the results I was getting yesterday. But still, it's not too bad at all. These pins come right out. They've got a little retaining clip on them that slides off, a copper clip, and you're left with a pin, about inch and a half long or so. So that's it. Thanks. Bye. Hey folks, one little quick addendum. The method I showed you, knocking out these blocks of pins with the arbor press works really well for these that are actually mounted in hard plastic. But what I found is a certain number of these connectors I got are actually mounted in some sort of a very glassy, I'm guessing it's resin, I don't think it's a glass, because it does scratch, but it looks like a cast resin maybe. It's very hard though. These I may end up actually having to cut the shell and peel it back, or may try and crush them and see if it'll break up, but haven't decided how to deal with these yet. So anyway, that's it. Thanks. Bye.